Assalamu alaikum. I am Binesh Mahmood, your host from the Minute Mirror. Today, I will be discussing a novel by Mohsin Hamid titled The Reluctant Fundamentalist. This is the book. I'm sure you have all heard of it. Even if you haven't read it, I'm sure you know the renowned author. He's a Pakistani South Asian writer and he needs to be supported. So, the book, The Reluctant Fundamentalist, is a story of love and remorse. Hamid was born in Lahore and he graduated from Harvard and Princeton School of Law. The lead characters are Changez and Erica. Changez is an immigrant living in New York. He graduated from the Princeton University and he has now been recruited by Underwood Sampson. He is smitten by Erica, a beautiful woman but with a dark past. Erica was betrothed to Chris. Chris died of cancer and Erica cannot seem to accept the fact that Chris is no more. As Changez and Erica fall in love with each other, Erica disappears from time to time, finally ending up at the rehab. Changez cannot understand the sudden mysterious disappearances of Erica, and as he goes in quest of her, he comes to the rehab. However, Erica refuses to recognize Changez. She still lives in the bubble with Chris. She cannot seem to accept the reality that Chris is no more. As the events of 9/11 unfold, the world for Muslims turns topsy-turvy. Bearded men invade the US everywhere. Muslims are not safe in the US. There's discrimination on the basis of race and religion. Slogans of Muslim hatred are chanted everywhere. However, this is because the seeds of hatred have been sown by the Americans in Muslims. Changez, it is disgusting to say so, but Changez is smugly satisfied at the loss of the innocent lives in America. But this again is because of the fact that Americans hate the Muslims and they discriminate on the basis of race and religion. Now, coming to the title, The Reluctant Fundamentalist, what does the title tell you about itself? It's a title that is pregnant with meaning. Changez is a religious fanatic who feels that falling in love is a sin. Love is a natural emotion and nobody should feel guilty about experiencing love. So it is not a taboo. It is wrong to say that love is a taboo. Hence the title, The Reluctant Fundamentalist. The Reluctant Fundamentalist, to conclude, I would say that The Reluctant Fundamentalist is a book of strong emotions and fanaticism. It is a treat to read. Hats off to the author for coming up with such a unique theme and storyline. And even though the expression is simple, it's written in simple English, yet it is hard to comprehend and absorb. Finally, I would like to end on a note of quote by Kiran Desai, author of Inheritance of Loss. A brilliant book with spooky restraint and masterful control, Hamid unpicks the underpinnings of the most recent episode of distrust between East and West. So just to conclude, I would say that it is a must on your bucket list. You have to read the book even if you haven't read it as yet. And it is essential, it is imperative on the Pakistanis to promote Pakistani South Asian writers such as Mohsin Hamid. I think he was probably the first writer to write on themes related to South Asia. So he deserves applause. So on that note, I will end and say Pakistan Zindabad.
मज़ीद ऐसी वीडियोस देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना न भूलें।